It's going to go up and down in size every time I like bring my mouse back to it, just for instance. So like whenever I click away from it, it'll do it. But when I click back on it, it will resize the full and stuff. So if, as I'm playing and stuff, it's not going to resize and crap. But if I click off to action something, it will. So anyway, I don't quite remember exactly where I am. I think it's Cerulean City. But I've really only got this little paddock down here that I could do Pokemon fighting. And then I've got Misty's gym, and I could beat all of her people, but I think Starmie, one of the fucking star things, bubble attacks is just no. I've also got to remember, there we go, that's the button. I was like, I have to remember what the keys are for this too. So I should be able to just basically obliterate anything. I just gotta not do whirlwind or gust or whatever on things out here, because it'll blow them away and I want to fight them for the XP. I was making that mistake last time. There we go. But yeah, I haven't had a lot of sleep today. I haven't had good sleep, so kind of like, I generally feel pretty tired and cranky, but like, I know I'm not so much like, I'm not irritable or anything. I'm just kind of like, ugh, I'm awake. That kind of day. So, yeah. There may be points and times where I'm not as chatty. I don't remember if I have you. Pretty sure I don't, but I don't think I can take you with me. If I don't kill it, I might take a Sphero. No. It's kind of hard to capture them at this point because a lot of my Pokemon are too high. Actually, that reminds me too. My Pokemon... I have the weirdest fucking mix of Pokemon that I would never generally use. And my fire type's down the bottom at the moment. I think I was trying to get Pidgey to come up a little bit in level, because Pidgey's attacks does a lot of damage, and if I could get them to level, that would be great. If I could get any of my other ones also work. What is splashing? Oh, who are you? I wanted to see what my Pokemon was. Yes, stats. Oh, that's right, Magikarp. Alright. I was gonna say, I'm like, I can't remember what my Pokemon are. So we've got, obviously Charmander. Sorry, Charmeleon now. Charmeleon, Paris, which I should have given a name. I should have called it like just straight up Paris. But that's fine. I figure I might get rid of it later and change it over, I don't know. Rattata. I don't want to look at your stats. Clefairy and Pidgey. So I think Paris can also do a reasonable amount of damage as well. No, I just want out of here. Cool. I've also got to remember to manually save this too. Every so often. I don't think it's going to crash at any point, but I gotta stop hitting over. I don't think it's going to crash, but, you know, it's an old game. Although, to be fair, it's a pretty fucking stable old game. I kind of want to use Pidgey until either they level or... Actually, I forgot to check how far you were from leveling. I wanted to level Pidgey or potentially use up all of its quick attacks. So then I'd have to swap over to a different Pokemon to get it some levels. I've got like 26 battles I could do with this. So that's the thing. I'm surprised I didn't kill him straight away. It's so funny. I don't remember when I was younger if I used to play with this with my... I don't think I had a headset, so I had to play this shit on speakers. I can't imagine how the fuck, like, you know when you're not playing a game, the sound of the game is like worse sometimes? I can't really imagine how the fuck like my parents dealt with this repetitiveness like in the background constantly. And it's inconsistent repetitiveness too. So yeah. Also tonight's stream will probably be a shorter stream. Well, Pidgey's 20 now. Oh, sick. I honestly forgot what level Pidgey evolves at. I also don't know if I killed you. Sorry, not killed you. I don't know if I named you. Or if you're just going to be whatever you level up as. Yeah, I want to save. Cool. Alright, I want to have a look. So Pidgey... Yeah, I didn't give you a proper name, but that's okay. I want to get Paris some levels. I'm gonna switch you out to Paris. I'd like to get like Clefairy and Rattata a little bit of level too. Previously, like in a gym battle is not really when I try to get the XP kind of thing, you know? I'll normally try to do that when I'm out here in a random paddock more than anything. You know, like the swapping over the 2 Pokemon come out kind of thing, but only one actually fights that thing. I might be able to capture you though, because this will be pretty even, because I don't think... Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, Paris doesn't have many attacks. Oh, don't kill him? How am I supposed to level him? Yeah, no, anyway, I'm not here to play around. Get the fuck out of here. I'll just set the bird on fire. Go away. I need the XP for that. I just, killed my Pokemon. I'm trying to level him. Okay, if I can't level Paris, what can I level? Clefairy could probably do some. Rattata out here might be strong enough. Switch you two over. Okay. I don't have a revive, I don't think. I have potions, but I don't have like any revive or anything, so yeah. You know what's funny is sometimes I've watched other people play Pokemon, like as streaming, and I'm always like at that time where I come and visit their channel and they're just like rolling around in the shrubs for a while. And I'm just like, the fuck are you doing? And like I'd forgotten how long you have to spend sometimes in the bush to try to get a decent like level or stuff, you know? That should be, I was gonna say, I'm like, that should be almost it. Yeah, I also feel like super distracted tonight. Let me move my mouse over a bit more. I feel like super distracted, so I kind of felt like Pokemon would give me a bit of focus. I do wish I had a bit more energy, but I don't want to try to have a coffee or anything like that, upset my stomach. These last couple of days, it's been pretty shitty. It's been like painful, so if I could avoid, mind you, I've also been having coffee for the last few like streams and stuff, so that's probably part of it. Just gotta remember you don't have full life either. It's funny how sometimes I hear the music and it just kind of like, not so much like it takes me back. It does. But like it sweeps my mind away for a second, you know? You might actually die from that because you might be able to take the hit. Yeah, no. Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, Clefairy might be able to do it. I realized that was a Clefairy. My brain kept telling me, even though I read what I read, my brain kept telling me it was a Jigglypuff. Don't ask me. No. Alright, I'm just gonna get him healed because I want to be able to level up Paris. Obviously, the Spearows and shit are not great. Yeah, go for it. I should be able to swap Paris and Clefairy in. give or take. Although, it would be good if I could get Paris to level on its own. I'll get Clefairy a level, because its pound is pretty strong from memory. I remember I was able to almost get Misty's Pokemon dead. It was like just barely almost. And if it hadn't done like the last Bubble Beam, like there's an order to it if it does like, you know how there's always like an attack that does nothing? Anyway, there's one of those in there. And if it does that, I have a chance to almost kill it. But now that all my shit's leveled, I should have a chance to kill it. But when it does like the actual Bubble Beam first up, I don't have a choice. Because it's basically like fucked over at that point. The other Bubble Beams become like stronger at that point. Alright, Clefairy's basically... I could heal you. I don't have a lot of these. I've got Antidotes, Awakening, Ropes, Stone, Helix, Fossil. That's right, I got a Fossil. I don't actually have potions. Huh. Okay, that explains some things. Well, I could probably put you out for another battle. I also noticed that it showed it full health there, and I'm pretty sure Clefairy doesn't have full health. Maybe. I don't know, they got full health. I don't think they leveled though. Maybe they just didn't take any damage in the last one. Because I thought that they did. Maybe they didn't. Yeah, I should be able to kill Rattata. Alright. Nice. And you've leveled. That's great. That's what I want. So now I can swap you and Paris back over. In saying that, I still don't think that Paris is strong enough to take on a fight out here, but it's bloody better than nothing. So yeah, save that. I also have Brock's badge, by the way. So alright, there we go. I don't know if I have an Ekans. I would like one. This isn't a good matchup though, but I could just take a bit of damage off you. Like, I'm not going to get XP out of it. Can't move. You might be able to take that if it does it for 3 attacks. Okay, well it was only for 2. Okay, no, I need something that's got at least some strength. I'll send Rattata in. Because I also want Rattata to have some experience. So in the worst case, if we accidentally kill it, kind of thing. Ekans was always so annoying for this. There's a few Pokemon where, like, they bind you, they prevent you from attacking for a bit. I want you to do quick attack. I don't know how much that's going to hurt, but that'll get me an attack first. Okay, I might be able to... Great, now my Rattata's poison. I don't know, not yet. Not Pokemon, I want to see if I could get you. I know it'll go automatically to the computer, but that's immediately a level 12. And... I sort of just want to call him Shaky Snake, but like, I'm gonna resist that. Anyway, I don't know if he had, was that like, I don't know if I saw Tail Whip or whatever, or Leer or whatever. There was something that was a non-attack, and then there was obviously Wrap. A Wrap does do damage, but that was not doing a lot of damage. So, like, it could bind one of the Pokemon, but at this level, it's probably not going to do jack shit. Back, well, been away for a while. It couples up. Welcome back. It hasn't been that long. But, yeah. welcome in. I'm just trying to get some levels on my Pokemon at the moment because I couldn't beat Misty during the Billathon event in February. So, I'm trying again. Obviously this isn't Misty, I'm out in the grass, but it's doing what it's doing. Unfortunately this music might send you a little bit insane, so like I encourage like turning it down a bit. But yeah. Pokemon will do that. I'm not getting any attacks out of this. This second it's got some like strength to it. Let me get a different Pokemon. I don't need them this time. Rattata could definitely come back out. But, yeah. Use Leer. Okay, so it's a Leer and it's Wrap, which means my other one should also have that. Because I just caught one that's like a level 12. And I'm just tossing up whether or not it would be more useful than my Parasect against Misty. Just because I don't have much in the way of like strong Pokemon at the moment, you know? I grew up with this game. Nostalgia makes me happy. I'm glad. I also grew up with this too. I never had a Game Boy. I always really wanted one. I wanted one so bad, especially when they became like color and shit. It was so cool. But we never had them. So my dad had this on the PC though. I don't know what he'd done to get it on the PC, but we had red, blue, and yellow. And we just played the shit out of those. And my brother and I used to play it as if we were like playing the game together, but on separate like computers and crap. So like we'd be kind of competing to see who could defeat the gym leader and like who could defeat the rival and like we'd play it off as if we were versing each other and stuff. And like even if like we both won against like the gym leader and stuff like that, obviously it was whoever beat them with the most amount of life left and stuff like that, you know? So like fun little things like that. That for my cousin's all. Yeah, it was great fun. It's funny how like as a single player game, people still played it like that. You know, made it multiplayer accessible kind of thing, even though it wasn't actually multiplayer and crap. Anyone with a Game Boy? Oh yeah. Yeah, no, my friends always had the Game Boys, and we didn't, so mind you, when you're a kid, you just basically sit there and look over the other kid's shoulder and watch the gameplay. Like, it's just what you did back then, kind of thing, so... But yeah, I was playing this during the Billathon last month, and I had like a good 8-hour run at it, so I kind of got back into the swing of how the fuck to play, which is good, but like I'm coming back into this like kind of out of the blue, just because like I feel like playing it today, and it's random game night too, so there's that too. But yeah, I don't know, I'm also like a bit tired, so, and I feel like really mentally distracted today, so I was really hoping that Pokemon as a game where it forces you to pay attention and forces you to like accept prompts and stuff like that, like I was hoping that it might help with that. Or it's gonna wear me out super fast and it might be a short stream. So it's one of the two. I sort of like planned for either or. But yeah, at the moment I can't get past Misty, but there's also... Where's the other building? I don't think I could go down. I'm pretty sure I had to look around the whole place. But this is Cerulean City. I could do with... I don't have money, do I? Hold on. Nah, I don't have money. Alright, that's fine. I'll heal up my Pokemon and I'll fight like a couple more. Whose is this? That's right, that's a bike shop. Oh yeah, take a look at the fucking prices of the bikes. Hold on. Look at the fucking price on that. Nobody's buying a fucking bicycle for just like zooming around. Holy shit. Oh my god. Anyway. I know this is supposed to be yen, but still, that's only knocking off 2 zeros. I know, right? For a fucking bike. And the worst part is, like, I remember having a bike and I'm like, I remember thinking to myself, I'm pretty sure as a kid, I was like, oh man, this is going to take me forever. I'll never afford that. And then obviously, like, as you play through the game, you get like a fair bit of money and stuff. But you get like a free bike, I'm pretty sure. But when I get to Goldenrod City, I'm pretty sure it is, I'm fucked. Hold on. When I get into Goldenrod City, there's a gambling center. And as a kid, I thought it was a really good way to potentially get that money for that bicycle. So I sat in there and I played the slots and stuff for ages. And I lost a lot of money. I lost like a lot of money in there. But then again, like later, I obviously got some, like it wins sometimes. It's still fun. I'm still going to go in there and play a little bit. I just have to, resist. I have to resist more as an adult, realistically. Because, like, I know what I did when I was a kid. I was like, oh, it's like a game inside of a game. I didn't, like, immediately just assume that it was, like, a gambling thing. Until, like, I don't know. I guess because, like, when we were kids, like, certain areas of... Kill Paris again. Certain places allowed kids to be present. And some of them are, like, no, sort of thing. And so, like, in Australia, a kid could approach its parent in a gambling area to ask a question or something like that underneath the, like, the supervision of, like, security and shit. But they weren't just allowed to just hang out in there or be on the machines or anything like that. Like, if you sat down on the chair next to your parent and stuff like that, you'd be told to get out. Shit like that. So, yeah, I never really connected the dots that it was, like, slots machines until, like, I was a teenager. So I thought that was really funny. It's sad new games don't have slots. I think that it's like... I think they just replaced it with the universal loot box, honestly. It's the same shit, it's just not as fun, you know? Sad new games. No, so that me and my friends would be doing the slots in the train. Oh yeah. No, I'm from Sydney. I have RSA and RCG. Oh yeah. I'm in Queensland though. Oh yeah, nice. Oh man. Yeah, no, I have the, I also have the RSA. I don't think I've got the G1. I've got the thing where I'm allowed to go and, like, put money, like, refill the slots machines and stuff. I can't remember what the fuck it was, so I got it. I used it briefly as a thing that I had, and then I never used it again, so I don't remember what it's called. It's responsible service of alcohol. I know, yeah, it is responsible service of gambling or some shit like that. Anyway, I've got that as well. I have a very, very diverse, like, background of, like, work. I just have, like, a lot of random shit. But anyway, yeah, no, I just remember there were certain things as kids. Like, I always think of, like, I know this is, like, a bit off topic, but I always remember when I was a kid, right? In, like, the vein of, like, gambling stuff. So in Australia, we have scratchies. For anybody that's non-Australian, they are not the same thing as, like, I guess, like, Americans call them lottos or whatever, but we have a different thing for lotto, right? And so, like, we have these scratchy little pieces of paper thingies, whatever, that you, like, scratch off, and it's kind of the same thing. Like, you get a couple of the same, like, color, number, shape, whatever, and bam, you've got, like, $1 or something, right? That's how it works. And I remember as a kid, we were allowed to go and purchase those until I was about 13, I'm pretty sure. And then there was some law that came in that was like, yeah, if you look underneath, like, 25 or something like that, they can't sell them anymore to kids. And I'm like, well, that sucks. Because, like, that was one of the few things where it's like, I could buy, like, $1. I could buy, like, $1 scratchy or something like that with, like, the spare change or whatever that, like, my mum would give me to go purchase something and I could sit there and like play with that. And obviously, if I won like an extra dollar or something like that, then I could buy lollies with that crap, you know. But yeah, obviously there's reasons why that was brought in and changed and stuff. I think they call them scratch cards in the US. I'll have to have a look at some point, because like every time I've mentioned scratchies in like conversation with an American, a lot of the time they don't know what I'm on about. And I know that like in Australia we've got like real specific words and crap for some things, but then when I've clarified what it was, most of the time the response I get is, oh, that's a lotto, or a lotto ticket or something like that, and I'm like, that's a different thing here. But yeah, it could be just like localized different ways of saying it. Like we've got different ways of saying some things. Hey Keelan, I see you peeking. You speak as almost as old as me. Well, I'm 36, and I'm also Australian. I'm a Queenslander as well, so yeah. I probably come across as like the same sort of thing. Plus, I'm tired as fuck today. So I'm probably also putting in like that age card kind of thing. For like just the tiredness aspect. But generally speaking, I have a little bit more energy than this. A little bit. Just tiny bit more kind of thing. I'm normally well and truly very chatty when streaming, but yeah, I just didn't get a lot of sleep today. My neighbors decided to blare music from like lunchtime, and I am awake at night and I sleep during the day, so I didn't get good sleep. But you know, what can I fucking do? It's the middle of the day. Either way. You know, I've got like a bunch of different games that I've played. Hold on, I got an ant on me. Get off me, mate. Not about that. Yeah, I've got a bunch of different games that I've played in my random game night. Hold on, go back here. I saw you, mate. Where'd you go? I have a bug situation going on at the moment. Whoops, sorry. I don't. There you are. There. We get ants every so often. At the moment we've got like itty bitty teeny tiny ants. Like over generations, these ants look like. I think what's happened is we keep killing them off, and they've started to get to a point where they're like, we're just not going to waste the resources producing a fully fledged ant. So they've just kind of like started making like, I don't know, early grade ants kind of thing. Like they've just like made them smaller, less of a shell kind of thing, like, you know, the exoskeleton thingy, whatever. And they're really tiny now. They're not like microscopic or anything like that, right? But they are micro ants. They're like so fucking small, you could barely not see them. Unless they move, you can almost not see them. They're so fucking small now. But we just like, this is an ongoing issue here. I think it's just because I'm in the suburbs and crap, and a lot of people around here have just got like they throw out like a lot of, I don't know, food waste kind of stuff. So like we get like a pretty heavy ant supply around here. I know how else to put it, because like our house is clean. This room doesn't have food in it. I literally have a bottle of water, and I do have a can of Coke, but it's still cold, so they're not interested in that at the moment. And as soon as that's empty, it's going the fuck out of here, so I don't know what they're in here for. Probably me at this point. I need to go and heal up Paris. I'm thinking of just swapping over to Ekans, because Paris is just going to be like a one-hit dead. But I know that in the battle, he does alright. Ugh. I feel like I keep healing him. Mate. I might end up just giving this room like a spray afterwards. I don't really have much spray. But, I want to wash my mouse mat anyway, so I like washing them every so many months or whatever. But if I do that, it might... Like, if there's something on here, maybe that's been on, like, me or something, or a cat, I don't know, maybe it will, like, get rid of it. I sort of want to use Ekans, but let's see, I've got Paris up front. Let's switch you. Pidgey up first, it was, right? Swap you. So we've got Pidgeotto, Clefairy, Rattata, Fresh Charm. Let's have a crack at fighting Misty. Yeah, go for it. Alright. So I want to... She's this way. I want to just have a crack at it because I keep getting so close when I fight her. So I should have a chance at getting rid of her. Some of my drink. Hold on. I read all this before. Eventually, I'll go back to reading this shit back out. So I'm pretty sure I put them in like an order that worked pretty well for me. Even though usually I would just brute force like gyms and stuff like that with, I would usually choose like my fire type regardless of type, but this is one where because it is fire versus water, it makes it very difficult.